Beginners in audio production need to have some structure. Here's some things. I want you to think about harmonic content, dynamics, and imaging. There's pitches, there's the tones and the colors, there's the dynamics. That's how it moves and how it hits you and how the volume changes over time. And then imaging is the fact that you have two ears. You might have two speakers, or maybe you don't. Maybe you have seven. So let's try playing with an EQ and mess with the harmonic balance of something. Let's try playing with a compressor to change the timing of the time of the volume. Let's try using chorus to, you don't understand why it makes it wider, but it's wider now. Oh, by the way, we got to think about depth, and you got to use reverbs or not reverbs to make something appear further or closer to you. As you move from beginner to intermediate, you start to realize that some effects are kind of a little bit of both. Like when you use distortion, not only is it compression, but it also changes the harmonic content as well. And when I'm talking about imaging, I'm really talking about panning. And when you use some modulation effects like chorus, flanger, or mondo mod in stereo, you get both imaging and EQ. Like it does affect the harmonic content as well as the stereo image. And then you may realize when you're playing with a reverb or a delay in stereo, not only are you playing with the depth, but you're also playing with the panning. Like not only are you controlling how close or how the background and foreground of some elements, you're also changing where the background and foreground of some elements are in relation to their sides. So you get into more of a true 3D thing. And then while trying to break through from beginner to intermediate, you start getting into gates and expanders, and then you see compression in a whole new way. You see that compression and dynamics processing all along is manipulating the background and foreground of some elements over time. You begin to see that reverb is not the only way to change depth. And then one day it clicks. You finally understand multi-band compression and how EQ and dynamics are so related that it's almost the same thing. Multi-band compression can really just be thought of EQ fourth dimensionally. And then finally, in this long quest to figure out what the hell is going on, imaging and dynamic EQ finally gets married in doing this dual multi-band on a mid-side matrix where you have multi-band compression controlling what's on the sides versus what's in the middle. So the timing of the harmonic content jumping in and out of these things is controlled differently on the sides than it is in the middle. And that's a way of controlling the imaging and the EQ and the dynamics because it's all related. It's all the same thing.